Hello. How are you doing? I'm okay. My name is Cricket. I also go by Chow Yun Smut. And welcome to the Corner Booth. This is the online equivalent of your favorite late night eatery at Bar Rush. We talk about anything and everything here except drama and politics. Those are the things that we do not bring up. My fringe is a complete mess. I'm not even going to bother. Good morning, Sophia. Good to see you. I'm not even going to bother with it. I was playing VR mini golf earlier with Shuji and boy shorts, and well, the headset does this every single time. So I'm just not even going to mess with it. I ran a brush through it. I tried to make it a bit more presentable, and it just says no. So I'm not going to do that. Let's see. What have we got? I got a lot to catch up on. Hey, Millie the Dandelion. Good to see you, sweetheart. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Yesterday was an adventure. It was a brand new adventure. I had my colonoscopy. And yes, I know, Bilf, you're not in here yet, but oh, there you are. Pics or it didn't happen? I got pics. Of course I did. Daniel Orick is here. Bilf is here. Hello. Good to see you both. Good to see you just as I am. Hello, Knit Pearl. Yeah, I got photos. It was actually not bad. It was, yeah. I mean, people talk about how they dread going to have this done. You guys, absolute breeze. Absolute breeze. Like, did I see bubbles? I did not. I didn't see a damn thing. They use propofol for the anesthesia. You are out in a hot second, and when you are brought back to consciousness, there's Heather Mack. See, I fixed it. Heather Mack was inadvertently yeeted, and I'm really, really grateful to Kimberly Gabaldon or Dawn Gloves. I don't remember which one of them notified me that they had gotten an email from Heather Mack saying that she hasn't been able to be seen in the chat for a while, and I fixed it. Hello, Eric Levitt. Oh, Eric's Bar and Grill is now open for food and drinks. Fantastic. So if you guys need a little snacky, Eric's Bar and Grill is the place to be. How did it go? It went really well, Knit Pearl. It really did. When they revive you after the procedure, I don't remember getting off of the gurney and back into the chair, but other than that, I remember pretty much everything. So it was totally fine. Jeannie Hansen, hello. Yeah, they're not as bad as people fear. Why do we get photos of my guts? I don't think it's weird at all. Honestly, I kind of dig it. I love being able to see what's going on inside there. I don't get to rummage around in there and take a look. So I'm really glad that when people do, that I get to see photo evidence of it. Ms. Frizzle of Magic School Bus justly canceled for using field trip as pretext to visit Cricket's colon. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I got glamour shots of the inside of my shoulder when I had shoulder surgery. And I also got them when I had my hysterectomy. And I love it because then I can look at those photos, I can bring them to the post-op appointment, and I can ask questions. And it was great. The prep is the bad part. It actually, I expected it to be a lot worse than it was. I was singing songs. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I was pooping on a Tuesday afternoon. Pooping. Couldn't clean it out too soon. Yeah, I was coming up with all sorts of songs. I did warn the nurse anesthetist that um, I might wake up, and if I do, I would probably begin singing songs. And they said, "Well, we would like to hear your songs." So yeah, I apparently did not regale them at all, but that's okay too. Um, I was comfortable. My butthole was not sore by the end of it. What did I eat afterwards? We went and got Vietnamese food. We went to a relatively newish place. It's been a Vietnamese restaurant in that same site for a very long time, but the previous owner sold it, and now it's got a new name. The chef is still there, but he's modified some of the recipes, and it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. I did wear my T-shirt from Uranus University and got to tell everybody about Uranus Fudge Factory. They didn't know. None of them knew that it existed. So I got to tell them about that, and I'm quite pleased. Yes, the riddle of the sphincter. Um, I love that word. I love the word sphincter. Um, they were great. Everybody was great. I barely felt the poke to insert the IV. Um, Please give us a warning before you're going to show fix. Absolutely, I will, Kimberly. Um, I will absolutely warn you ahead of time. But they found two little polyps that they snipped off, and they're going to send those off to. Uh, um, and they found one little pocket of diverticulosis. So that was good to know. I wasn't aware that it was there, but they didn't find anything frighteningly alarming. Did you wake up finding yourself scrolling on your hand thinking it was your phone like I did? No, I did not, Jeannie. Um, at least Ms. Frizzle and the Magic School Bus didn't make a detour from your colon to your butt. It's not really a detour, is it? Um, Hello, T. Good to see you. Um, so I guess I'll find out she wants to see me again in 2 years. Um, Mount Sinai Gastroenterology Division and OSA conspire to frame Bilf for Lummywink's unfortunate demise. Oh no, that's terrible. I think you should have them brought up on charges for slander. Hello, Becky USA. Good to see you. Yeah, it was all in all, uh, really not the kind of horror show that I'd been led to believe it was. My audio is, oh, you know what? Might make it better if I have the microphone kind of close to me instead of, behind the laptop. Derp, derp, derp. Is that better, Sophia? I wouldn't want to remember any of it. I've had plenty of colon stuff to last several lifetimes. Fair enough, Kimberly. There's Jazzy Girl Sarah. Good to see you. Hello, Carry On. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, it was not the horror show. The drugs make you not remember stuff. I also am sure I may have said funny stuff. I hope I did. I hope I was amusing. Everything went smoothly, for lack of a better word. It really was not anywhere near the kind of nightmare that people told me it would be. So I'm okay with it. And I will go back again in 2 years. And apparently now I have a different kind of prep. It's scheduled in May. They gave you pills for the flush. Okay. What did they recommend? Examination was otherwise normal on direct and retroflexion views. diverticulosis in the sigmoid colon. Preparation was fair. Extended split prep recommended for the next one. I'm not sure what that means. I'm supposed to indulge in a high fiber diet and await the pathology results. So, yeah, everything was cool. Everything was cool. I haven't had any signs or symptoms of anything afterward. No poor side effects. Came home after eating, took a nap. Ooh, you tried the ketchup Pringles, Eric Levitt. Nice. Hello, Sergeant Fanny. You'd rather have the pill camera. I've never had the pill camera. But I'd be willing to try that as well. It's all an adventure, isn't it, folks? Having bodies are weird and they're gross and they're just a mess. But I dig it. You think the internet is lagging. Oh, and Shut Up Matt sent me a photo of a recent Asda purchase. Okay, I'll have a look at that. This last time I was okayed for the 7-year plan. Very nice. Not even sure I'd want to be knocked out fully. For my first one, I figure probably a good idea. Maybe for the next one, I'll want like the twilight sleep or be partially awake. My cleanse was excellent, and that's better than any school report I ever got. Millie, nice. You like the way the universe censors my story? Fair enough. Yeah, I might be able to get down with like a twilight sleep for the next one. Has anyone ordered anything from Eric's Bar and Grill? Yeah, I know they used to be horrible. I'm glad I didn't have to do the gallon of prep that smells like dish liquid. Or tastes like dish liquid, rather. Barium studies are much. I have heard about barium. Yeah, not into that. Oh, Ann Casillas, look at you. Look at you gifting 20 memberships. Ann Casillas, thank you so much. My goodness. What did we say that it is now? They're not throwing out horsey sauce packets because I don't want to try to bite anyone's style. But look at you flinging those memberships out. It's amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. If you got a membership from, there's a little blue box. Where the hell have you been? Look at all the, oh, you got a membership gift. Okay. Look at all the people. If you got a membership from Ann Casillas, remember to say thank you either in the comments or in the chat live. If you happen to be here, thank you so much. Look at all the people who got them. I miss Little Blue Box. Hi, Ann Casillas. I love you right back, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Well, there's Ham It Up again. Hello, good to see you. And Purple Groovy is here. The camera usually pans to windy curtains before my colonoscopies. Turn around. What is that? A total eclipse of the heart? Rosalind, I'm glad it all went well. I had a friend who wasn't knocked out, and she said it was absolutely awful and would forever, after that, get the amnesia stuff. Fair enough. So many people. I love it. And I also kind of love these because it outs the lurkers. Hey, Tracy R., good to see you. So that at least I get to see people, right? I get to see who's here. Zena Marlene to you, and can say yes. Thank you so much. You are a rock star, Anne. You certainly are, and you're Keeping us Musk lifesavers. That's right. Flinging those Musk lifesavers all over the damn place. There's Dawn Gloves. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, good. Now people are putting in their orders for Eric. That's excellent. Thank you. Millie, you're housebound again? Why? Did you Bambi it up? Did you Bambi it up again? Oh, Dawn Gloves about to get mad. 40 viewers and 15 likes. Get it together, people. All right, so please hit that like or the dislike, whichever you choose. Well, now it's dropped down to 30 rather quickly. Hit that like or the dislike, whichever you choose. Please check to see. You're funny. Shut up, Matt. You've got jokes. Check to see if you're still subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I would really appreciate that. Hit the bell for all notifications so you know every single time my random ass goes online. And if you want to contact me in any way, shape, or form, the email address, the P.O. box are down below in the description box. There's always a link to help out another friend of the channel here as well. We accept the super chats. Clearly, we have memberships. We accept the super stickers, all of that fun stuff. When we're rocking vertical, you can do the rubies thing and give gifts. And if you want to help out the channel in a way, help support the channel in a way that YouTube doesn't get 30%, the PayPal and the Venmo that Denver Steve-O made me get are both down there in the description box as well. Yes, and hell yes, Zena Marlene to Eric Levitt, providing us all of the lovely food and drinks that we need. Cheers to you, babe. I am often up until dawn. I am definitely not a day walker. I'm a night crawler. For sure. How do you drink so much before bed? I'd be up all night peeing. Yeah, no, I slow it down, but that's usually a few hours from now. I am definitely not a day walker. Hello, Dramatic Pause. Good to see you. Ooh, Bilf, I have game-changing docs on longtime nemesis, but I'm only 90% sure it's the same guy. Well, once you get to that, honey, once you get to that, like, full-on 100%, I'd be interested in hearing about it for sure, for sure. And I just, gosh, I love the community here. Y'all are amazing. The memberships really do help. Hello, Miss Kim. You're a fellow night owl. Yep, that's how we roll here. I'm still wearing my stylish bracelet from the hospital with all of my information on it. Very stylish. But usually what I do with them when I do cut them off is I use them for bookmarks. They make great bookmarks. And that way you never leave a book someplace and nobody knows whose it is. I suppose you could probably put somebody else's wristband in there, but, and I was just loaned a book. We had the meeting with the pastor at the church where we're going to be having the celebration of life service for my stepdad. And we had that meeting the day before. I had my colonoscopy, and we were talking. For some reason, we got on the subject of female pastors and pastors with tattoos and cursing like a sailor and everything else. And she loaned me this book. It's called Pastrix, The Cranky, Beautiful Faith of a Sinner and Saint. The author is Nadia Bowles-Weber. This is the book. She is covered in tattoos. And the very first word of the book is shit. So that was apropos. And I'm really glad that I have a book to read. And it sounds like it's going to be fascinating. So I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, that's how we roll here. And yeah, she was just like, yeah, you can borrow it if you want. I'm like, I read like a vacuum, so I will get this back to you ASAP. But this looks fascinating. I'll put the name of it and the name of the author into the chat right now. And you can look it up on wherever it is that you purchase books. So that's exciting. And the meeting went really well. It looks like my niece is going to be doing a reading of one of the scripture readings, and I am going to be giving the eulogy. So that's something that I have to start working on. But both mom and my brother figured that they probably wouldn't be able to get through it without breaking down. So here I am. Another one for the pile of books I'll never have time to read. Girl, I hear that. Off topic here, says Becky USA. Nothing is off topic. I'm on my third round of watching the Handmaid's Tale series. Every time I watch it, I hear or see something new. Here's a question, Becky. Have you read the book? Have you read the book? No, you needn't write more on the postcards. You send me so much information. Shut up, Matt. Clearly, you're very proud of the amount of knowledge that you have about Yorkshire and its surrounding areas. And I love that. I love that. But if you tried to cram more onto the postcards, I fear that they would become illegible, because you don't leave yourself much space. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this book. The meeting went fine. I'm giving the eulogy. What else do we have? Oh, so I'm watching this absolute git. I mentioned it in my post, in my community post last night. I'm not going to give his name. He's part of Travel Tube. And y'all know how much I'm in love with Ben and David, who are fellow Yorkshiremen, by the way. Shut up, Matt. So if you ever run into them, please give them my warmest regards. I absolutely adore them. I think it's Benedict Pruitt and David McDonald. I'm not positive, but anyway. Oh, hang on. I said I wasn't sending any more until you read out the ones you already got on stream. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Kim White. Hi. Good to see you. Thank you very much, Jazzy Girl Sarah. Becky, you have read both books. Fantastic. But you know, I get recommendations sometimes, and one guy, like I said, I'll not give his name, but man, he said that he had spent a night on the Queen Mary, or the Queen Mary, which is forever docked in Long Beach, and is supposed to be, I'm not sure exactly what bit of Yorkshire. They just said Yorkshire. They've just moved back to Yorkshire. I have no idea. But he said that he spent a night on the Queen Mary. It's supposed to be haunted, extremely haunted. So he spent a night on the Queen Mary just to see if, if it was haunted or if he experienced anything or whatever. Fine. So he spent the night, and I'm just watching him wander around the ship. He kept calling it a boat. You know, that gets on my last nerve. But I find that, yes, holding places accountable for things that are screwy or not being done up to par or things like that. Yes, that's important. Absolutely. But number one, anything that disappoints him, he's not just a bit disappointed, he's gutted every time. I started watching some of his other videos. Now, he stayed on the the QE2, the Queen Elizabeth II, in Dubai. She wasn't sailing. He spent 24 hours on board, and clearly she's in the middle of refurbishment. He had to find every missing ceiling tile, every bit of public space that wasn't being used. He had to have a whinge about all of the food options that he wasn't able to take advantage of, even though he would have bitched about how much it costs if he had. His very first actual cruise was on the Margaritaville ship, which is, I mean, I've sailed that ship, and she is a tired, old ship. She needs to be retired. It is uglier than homemade sin in a bottle, at least when I sailed on it when she was still Bahamas Paradise. Now she is Margaritaville Paradise. Have they finally created a Titanic 2 ship? Have they done it? Have they built it? Is it going to sail? Because that's a terrible idea. Not only is it a terrible idea, it's a terrible name. Why do that? Why are you doing that? It's just asking for trouble. But they, so since then, I watched him stay on the QE2 and bitch about everything. I watched him fly first class or better on Emirates, on Etihad. He stayed in the apartment. And hello, Dancing in the Rain. Good to see you. And on Singapore. And at least on Etihad in the apartment. And there are apartments in the sky. You have a shower and an ensuite bathroom. I mean, it's crazy. He's always, I flew on blah, 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 hyphen, I was shocked. Okay, stop it. I flew first class on Singapore Airlines. I was shocked. Knock it off. Get over it. Darcy H., you watch that guy too. Okay, do you find him as annoying as I do? Because I find him astonishingly annoying. Just like, you know, oh, the afternoon tea at Raffles wasn't the best tea you've ever had. Gutted. Okay, get over yourself. You also stayed at the Queen Mary in Long Beach a few years back. Lovely. Did you have any interesting paranormal experiences? I'd like to hear about that. Titanic 2 is called Icon of the Seas. Isn't it the biggest cruise ship ever? It is, and it's also not something that I'm ever interested in sailing, honestly. As Royal Caribbean continues to build larger and larger ships, they continue to charge more and more for them, and you get less and less value for money because they take out things that used to be included. They start really, I mean, it's just, I'm not impressed with Royal Caribbean. But like, I mean, this freaking guy, he just slays me. I'm like, buddy, calm down. You're shocked. You're gutted. And then this is a guy who is sailing, or who is flying on the most premium products in the air. The most premium products in the air. An actual apartment to yourself, a shower at 40,000 feet, caviar included with the grated egg and the onion and the sour cream and the little tiny blinis and everything. What does he get for breakfast? Fucking cornflakes, muesli. You have an actual chef in the sky at your disposal, and you're getting muesli? Seriously? Bro. Go all in or don't bother. No ghost visited me on my stay. Bummer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know, I miss the shit out of Anthony Bourdain. I miss him terribly. I like watching things where people are happy about things and find things that are delicious. Tony Bourdain's travel show was a favorite for that very reason. Absolutely. Although Tony Bourdain also would say that he ate something and would rather stick a fork in his own eye than ever eat that again. Although it would be interesting, because it's usually considered a taboo to say Titanic on a cruise ship. So how do they handle that part on the Titanic too? That's a good question, Sophia. And the other thing is that why is it every time I go on a cruise, I wind up hearing "My Heart Will Go On" at least once? Like, I hear that penny whistle and I'm like, why is that happening on a cruise ship? Why? If I was sailing on Titanic too, I definitely want to see Eric Braeden walking down the ballroom staircase. Long live Victor Newman. Okay. There's a drinking game called God Save the Queen, recently renamed, obviously, where you sneak a coin into somebody's pint glass and they have to down it, drink the entire remaining volume, including the coin. Yeah, the guy complains about how big the TV is. He whinges about the scones at Raffles, oh, well, it was an expensive cream tea, and yet they were not really such great scones, and the jam was virtually flavorless. And bro, yes, his snark was highly funny, but he was not above being pleased by things, and if he recommended it, it was gold. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. He really wanted to share the joy of traveling, of finding new foods and exploring new cultures, and just being out in the world and learning. This guy is the kind of person who didn't leave his home city until he was probably like 30. Really? I'm so sorry to hear that, Becky USA. Have you tried refreshing? Is anyone else having the problem? Is there a lot of drag? Is my sound really just shite? Let me know. Let me know. Someone's having a fight in the bar and grill. All right, Eric. You need bouncers. And therefore, the guy, it's like he never left his hometown until he was like 30. And then once he got out there, he's one of the people that is going to complain that things aren't the way that he grew up with, or that he was taught were going to be the best. Who's flying on Etihad Airways in the apartments and has fucking muesli for breakfast? Come on, bro. Oh, well, I don't really know anything about this, but I don't like it, so I'm going to trash it. What? Oh, I love how this is retro, but this looks really old. Come on. What is my favorite cruise ship and why? Uh, any of the ships that Virgin Voyages is sailing are my favorites. And I will tell you why. Because they're not too big. There's loads to do. The food is delicious. And all of the balconies have a hammock, a hand-woven hammock. And it is one of the most comfortable things in the world. So, yeah, Scarlet Lady, Brilliant Lady, Resilient Lady, all of the ladies of Virgin Voyages. I love the ships. I love the ships. I love the crew. I love the food. Can't say enough good things about them. Also, there's nobody under 18 allowed on board. You had tea at the Empress in Victoria, BC. It was very good, but expensive. Of course. Rosalind, you've been hearing everything. Okay. Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Just popping in to show some love and hit that like button. All right. I'm sounding okay. Yeah, Becky, maybe just refresh. Oh, Sunshines is still waiting on. Well, there's Sunshines. Hi, Cupcake. Restarted everything and the sound got better. Okay. Oh, your app decided to update during my live. That's stinky. If 12 or more people hit the like, I'll be at 100%, and Dawn Gloves will sleep better tonight. Sunshines would like to sail on a Virgin. Can't blame you. Yeah, muesli is a totally weak breakfast for flying ultra first class. Right? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Carry on. You likely wouldn't even need the blanket. But if you want the blanket, sleep in the hammock. Every single time I get into that hammock, after like 5 minutes, I am dead asleep and drooling on myself. It is so comfortable, and the ocean just rocks me to sleep. That fresh ocean air, yes. Avalon cruise ships impressions. I've not been on Avalon. I haven't done any European river cruises, but I would like to. Heard good things, though. Avalon and Amma Waterways and Viking, actually. I haven't heard a whole lot of bad things about the major river cruise lines in Europe. Yeah, not everything will be like home. Adjust to it and learn to enjoy the variety. Yeah, I mean, I saw this guy bitching about the buffet in the first class lounge for Singapore and actually for all three, for Emirates, for Etihad, and for Singapore. And then he's like, oh, well, since I'm in the apartment, I get my own VIP lounge. And they have a table set so that I can have food brought to me, but I don't really want to have food brought to me. So I'm just going to have the cheeses plate because I'm going to save my room for when I get on the plane. I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense, but still, bro. I mean, get bulimic or something. Fuck. I don't really recommend that, but still. Muesli? Come on. Hey, Nuts and Board. Good to see you, sweetheart. And yeah, it is about time for this. A bit late for it, actually, but yeah. Oh, Kim and Matt were having an argument. You had them take it outside. I know that Sunshines is still waiting for her, what was it, a rum and coke? She's still waiting for a drink. It is time for night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds. Time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time, a snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so the things don't stick. Sleeping in a hammock on a ship sounds heavenly. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Yeah, I love Virgin Voyages ships. The salty air is healthy for you. I heard some cruises are upping their age to 21 to cruise without an adult with you. Oh, a lot of them have done that. A lot of them have done that. Yep. I follow a woman on YouTube that helps you pack, and I think she said they had bed bugs on Viking. That's really surprising. That's incredibly surprising. Because Viking doesn't fuck around. Viking is considered a premium cruise line, and I am kind of shocked about that. Yeah, Sophia, stop fucking whining. This dude is annoying. I get being disappointed by tea somewhere with bad water quality, but then don't drink the tea. No, he wasn't even bitching about the actual tea. He thought the actual tea was fantastic. He was whinging that the jam wasn't jammy enough and that he had had better scones. But he paid so much for the tea service. Well, of course you paid a shitload. You were at fucking Raffles in Singapore. Bro. I just cannot. Did you get a chance to see the pics I sent yet? I did not, but I will. And speaking of things sent to us, let's hear what Shut Up Matt has to say, because I'm certain that I have a song on deck for him. From him, rather. Oh my. So I've just gotten his Asda purchase, and it's going to be backwards, but this was... So he purchased himself a can of squirty cream. Clearly just whipped cream in a can, but squirty cream. Okay. Thank you for sharing that with us, Shut Up Matt. I'm mildly startled. And yet I love it all at the same time. To activate chat, please enable channels here. What? What's happened now? Yeah. Okay. Should be fine. Yeah, it says I'm streaming. I don't know why. Maybe it's just Restream being a douchebag tonight. All right, let's hear what he has to say.
See the stone set in your eye. See the man lies by your side. I'll wait for two. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On the bed she makes me wait. And I'll wait without you. With or without you. I can't live.
That's not me going pating.
With or without you. With or without you.
That Shut Up Matt's going pating. That's not me. All right, here's the photos. Oh my goodness. Hope you and Mom are well in the adjusting. Thought these pics my niece sent me from her trip to Africa might brighten your day a little. Ooh. Okay, well, let's have a look. There's a handsome creature. That's a big kitty. And there's a lovely little wildebeest. I love their little center parted part. Ooh, another kitty. That's a good kitty. Who dat? Oh, rhino. whole bunch of creatures. Who else have we got here? Oh,
She never got up to the first time she. Yeah.
No, you took back off.
That's the first time the mother had got up. Shit.
kitties!
Get out.
No, hell no.
Get out. Get out and go take some pictures.
Yeah, okay. Which one you want me to take you back home?
The baby one that's right below her feet.
You should have seen the elephant that came.
The stretchy paws over here. Oh my God. That's amazing. Here's another friend. Hi, beauty. Oh, they're so gorgeous. I know. I want to boop all their snoots too.
Crocodiles can go for them. They do everything. They make
Hippos.
Oh, that's a nice one with the mouth opening for the baby. Wow.
That's amazing. I know. Let's totally go to Africa. Am I allowed to show the photo of the niece and her companion? I'm not sure. I always like to get consent before I do that. Jessica Holly. Hi, sweetheart. Have you heard of any carnival ships removing the bar from the casino? I sailed on the Pride last September and they had removed the bar and put in more slots. I did not like it. Wow. No, I haven't heard about that. Jessica Holly, I'm so happy to see you. I'm sorry I've missed your call. I've been a bit busy with, colonoscopies and celebration of life planning and whatnot and such as. But yeah, let's take a cruise to Africa to see the elephants. Oh, they're celebrating a 30-year anniversary. Well, they're beautiful. Look at them. Here they are. These are the two that were on the safari. Hey, Dreydson, good to see you. And congratulations on their anniversary. Wonderful. Thank you. Darcy was asking about Jasper. Here's Jasper and Miss Sunrise Dawn. There's Jasper. Woe betide. Poor, poor Jasper. He is bewildered half of the time and looking at you as though everything is awful the other half of the time, but he's lovely. What's up an elephant's trunk? 1.5 yards of boogers. Yes, that's a fact. Removing a bar from a casino feels counterintuitive. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it seems extremely counterintuitive. I've not heard about that, but if they are doing it, it's bloody stupid. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. It was hard enough to get bar service, but yes, poor neglected puppy. What teetotaler took the fun away with removing the bars? I know, right? The thing with it is that it's hard enough to get bar service in the casinos anyway on a ship most of the time. But if you do that, it just doesn't make any sense. People spend more money when they're drinking, and people also will spend more money on their players club to earn the points to get the free drinks for the rest of the sailing. So it just doesn't make sense. It has not gotten good reviews. I'm not surprised. Yeah, nothing about that makes sense to me. And had they asked me, which of course they didn't, I would have told them that they were completely mad and that it was a stupid idea. So, yeah, that's what I got for that. That's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. Goodness gracious. Gosh, I was going to say something. Now I've completely forgotten what it was. Maybe I did actually shit my brains out in the colonoscopy prep. It's very possible. Speaking of which, trigger warning. Trigger warning. People expected photos from my colonoscopy. I shall show you photos. So, trigger warning. Kimberly, Gabaldon, and anybody else, honestly. You can't really see them very well, but they tell you to use the sports bar, but that's not open all day. The wait staff was still there, but took even longer. Of course they did. So, yeah, 800 years. No, your brains are not in your ass. Okay. Hey, no face. So right here in the transfers colon, right about there is where they found one of the polyps. And they removed it very cleanly. And here in the sigmoid colon, that little dot right there is the, that's the one bit of diverticulosis that they found. And Kimberly, those are the only two photos that I'm going to show. So you needn't flee. However, I'm going to wrap things up soon anyway. Simply because, oh yeah, remember that like button little thingy? Yes, thank you for the reminder, dramatic pause. I appreciate that. Well, thank you very much, Sophia. I appreciate that. So pics, it did happen, and those are the only two that I'm going to show. Get your sleep. Sleep sweet, Miss Kim. Yeah, I'm all done. I am going to thank you very much. I did my best to make sure that it was as clean as I possibly could make it without, getting a bottle brush and going crazy up there. Looks like NASA photos of planets. I'm glad you're okay. Yes, I am too. I mean, yes, we have to wait to hear back from pathology what they found with the polyps, but they were both very small. And yeah, so who knows? Good morning, Mariana. Wanted to sleep an hour more, and then my son had overslept, so now mom are wide awake. Yep, of course. Oh, thank the Lord you did the study. Yes, I absolutely did. And I'm more than happy to do it again. It was not anywhere near the kind of difficulty that people were telling it would be. The only real difficulty was that I was starting to get hangry right before they brought me in. So that was about it, really. Commend you on an excellent prep. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you. I am going to wrap things up simply because I still have to bring the recycling out to the road. But to all 47 of you who are in here, I appreciate all of you who showed up, who spent time with me, who who shared stories and asked questions. Polyp sounds like dollop. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I agree. And all 51 of you, thank you very much. Remember the like button. Check to see if you're subscribed. I got to see where my subscriber numbers are at. Thank you for being here in the live. Oh my God, they've gone down again. I'm down to 1127. Y'all, I'm starting to panic. Yeah, I appreciate y'all being here, spending time being here for either the live or being in the replay crew. Replay crew is amazing, and I appreciate all of y'all. I have to bring 2 recycling bins down to the road. It is the first Friday of the month, and it is the only time that they take recycling. So we fill those bitches. Trust me. But right now, we're going to get out of here. Dollop is still dollop upside down. Yes, it is. Oh my God. And yes, Taco Cat is Taco Cat spelled backwards. Ooh, Rosalind is in the mood to crack open a tin of crescent rolls and make them up with Nutella. Never tried it before, but it just sounds good. Fuck yes, it does. That sounds amazing. Holy crap. Now I need that. The hangry was to be expected. Yes, absolutely. And thank you, Sunshines, for gifting a membership. I appreciate. You wind up losing weight only to scarf it right back on. I mean, yeah. Although, I ate healthy things. Tonight I had spinny chicken and a baked potato and green beans, a hefty amount of green beans. So, I'm trying. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. It's one more for the road. Xenu. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One more sip ought to get it. Unhealthy bag of chips, I'ma eat it. One more for the road. Xenu Marlene to you, Sunshines. Throwing out that Musk lifesaver. And Xenu Marlene to Darcy H for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Cheers to both of you. I will be back here. I know, Taco Cat, dramatic pause. Mind blown. Taco Cat is Taco Cat spelled backwards. Crazy. The things you learn. Also, watching EDB the other day. Was it yesterday? Must have been yesterday. Her son found a meme that explained that Let the Bodies Hit the Floor and It's Raining Men are songs about the same event from 2 different perspectives. I'm just saying. Hey, Matrix, it's good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. I hope all of y'all are doing well. I hope that you sleep sweet and you rest well. You stay safe. Be warm. Have a fantastic whenever it is, wherever you are. I'll be back here tomorrow. Same bug time, same bug channel.